So we're live.
Hello.
Trying to get stuff set up really quick. Obviously running a little bit behind today. And had a little bit of a fit with getting cameras all set up. So you're going to have to entertain for like 2 seconds.
I could do that. So I hope everyone's having a good start to their weekend. Happy Saturday. And tomorrow is Mother's Day. For anybody out there who may have forgotten, you still can go out and get last minute things for your mom. And the weather is supposed to be windy. It's supposed to be windy tomorrow and kind of cooler. So that's unfortunate, but it won't be raining, I don't think. So that'll be good.
How's that look back there?
That looks good.
Sure.
Yeah. Brian's playing with new toys. New lights.
How's it look on you?
Fine.
No, it doesn't. It's dark.
On me?
Yeah.
Oh. Now it's dark.
Yeah.
Yes, now it's dark.
Nothing like this being alive. The joys of live.
Live streaming, it's better. I'm not dark anymore.
At all?
Nope. Looks good.
All right. Maybe this time I won't put my big butt in front of the camera.
Hopefully everyone's ready to drink some beer with us, have happy hour with us. We're going to be trying 4 different ones tonight.
We have 0 viewers, so I was safe anyway. For now.
For now. Hopefully we'll get some views later. Can't catch it at the time. It's always available on YouTube after.
I didn't even have that prepped. Oh, that's a QR code.
YouTube, there it is. Subscribe.
The other thing is you really can use this link. Just scan it with your phone. QR code will put it just nicely over my face. That's the best way to view me. I'll put it in my Iowa beer shirt here. Better than nothing. But yes, subscribe on YouTube. We'd love to have you there. I already set up the stuff to be able to brand or to broadcast to both. But for right now, we're still just going to Facebook and Facebook only. So, but yeah, we've got beers and fun stuff today. Got the green light now back on because that wasn't set up yet. Been doing some home projects.
Yes.
So I should do home projects to get the set where we want to shoot this type of stuff up and working. That meant a lot of work and blisters on the hands. So my stuff goes way off screen. I sit all nice and relaxed. I'm actually going to make that more green. Still going to have party mode. Why not? Ooh, I almost want to do that today.
Oh, we can do that.
Although I like the green. I really do like the green.
I do like the green too.
So we're going to do that for now. We do have nice new video lights, which I did not set up, which is why I was playing with the lights earlier. But we do have nice new ones. We use that for the Wine Styles live that we do weekly. And those worked out really well. They'll work even better here because there's no windows for us to mess with. So at that point, we'll be able to get even cooler color, because we can light us, and then the wall can go darker, which means I can then play. And even our fun music, you might see a few things pop up and around on there. So I would ask you guys all who's new, but I can see 0 views. So there's no one new on here right now, which makes sense. It's Saturday. It's a beautiful day. And I keep asking you guys, what days and times work best for you? Because I'm at your mercy. We're at your mercy.
Yeah.
It's fun for us, but we can do this Sunday. We can do this Monday, Tuesday. Just Friday nights, it would be late if we do this Friday nights because we, again, do the Wine Styles live there and encourage you guys to go check them out. Wine Styles West Glen. And if you go there, you'll see all of their fun virtual happy hours and education series. So if you want to learn more about wine and beer, that's actually a really good source too, and that will just keep expanding. So if you get a chance, check out their page. I see someone's popped on.
Hello.
So if you're new here, hi. We'd love to know who you are and where you're from, and get interacting before we start into our beers for today, because we have 4. This is the Confluence episode. I almost think I should maybe switch that to Confluence Blue back there. Yeah. That would have been a little bit smarter. But this is the Confluence episode, and that Confluence has been coming out with the new beer, pretty much 2 every week, sometimes 3. And because of that, we have a lot of Confluence beer. And figured where last week and the weeks before we've been mixing them in, why not just kind of fire through at least 4? We'll probably end up with another Confluence episode, although the next one will be mixed, and then it's whether we do a Confluence, because we do have some cool ones like their Cherries Drubely, 50s Dad, which is a favorite.
My favorite, yeah.
They came out with 2 this week, 2 dry hopped, a Citra, or double dry hopped, which we can get into that when we do the dry hop. What was different about that? What is dry hopping? So we can get all into that as we go. But no, if you're on, we'd love to know who you are, where you're from. Say hi. We'll only lightly call you out, and maybe pop your comments up on the screen. Hopefully not scare you away. Which is a possibility. But also, if you pop on here, we'd appreciate if you send it to your friends, if you think that they'd be interested, and it's a fun hangout. But they can catch it on the replay, maybe catch the next time we go live. You guys can pop on. If you guys end up chatting to each other on the comments, that's fun too. We'll just jump in and be part of it.
Yeah. And also too, if there are any other beers that you would like us to try, please let us know. We can do our best to get a hold of several different kinds, and if there's something you'd like to try along with us, then that sounds great. Just let us know and we can get that going.
I hope we don't have a lag on here. I'll have to compare up to make sure we don't have because the computer's working kind of hard. So, which is to tell anyone else, as I'm messing around with all the tech on here, that's the other thing we do, is the show is we have Tech Tuesdays, Thursdays, things that start with T most of the time, where you can come in and I'll answer your geek questions. You want to know which router to get, have a computer problem, there's that. We also will have episodes, we're almost have them ready, where we're going to be covering different topics like League of Legends. We have a semi-expert for that who's going to cover a lot of that. And then I'll be covering stuff from Apple Watch, what's the favorite applications, all that, parental controls on some of the software out there, different geek hardware I like, and topics going into maybe even like which type of Wi-Fi you should get, and the different types there are with mesh and Wi-Fi 6 out now, and all of those options, so that when you go into the store, you know what you want and it's covered. So there's the Q&A, there'll be the training and kind of geek stuff, and then there's the happy hour. And if there's one you end up liking more than all the other ones, then we'll just keep doing those instead. So, but I think we should kind of move on to beers, because we're 11 minutes in. I've rambled. and I would rather drink. So, which one should we start with? We have 4 choices. Do you start with sours, or do you want to start with dark? Or
I think I would start with the IPA.
you want to start with the IPA?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then what we're going to do is we're going to pop up and tell people what we're drinking. It is the Tripel IPA, which I always love their artwork from Confluence. They're going to say with this one, sweet, full-bodied foundation dominated by notes of banana and peach. So I'm curious to see how that is. And it's a Belgian-style triple. So curious to see. They have El Dorado hops. I'll have to look up what that means according to our Untapped, which we'll get some drinks set up here. I'm going to give that to you. Okay. Let's pop that open. And while you're doing that, I'm going to let people know how they can come over here and like us on Untapped. Right there, which is great. And then even more importantly, if I scroll down here, you can click the QR code and find us, on Untapped. And then for fun, I always like to share at the Craft Beer Kids. We have a new photo. Well, I won't keep sharing the same one, but for now, I want to bring that one up there. I mean, who doesn't like the Craft Beer Kids? So they're not kids. They are 21, at least. I mean, they were bought less than 21 years ago, but, I'm going to assume they're 21. They've been drinking. Well, let's give that one a shot.
All right.
I'll cheers you on the next one.
Okay.
I'll catch you on the outside. How about
side.
that? How about that?
Mm.
Unlock the power of the internet here and bring up my Untapped.
This one has a really good smell. And I don't know if you can see the color. It's kind of hazy and pretty dark. It's, like Brian said, a Belgian style, so these are going to be a little bit darker.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one. And then most people give this rating, so we're going to pop this in. Normally I'd use my phone. We're going to do it with the iPad because we're going to experiment live on air. And this will either fail miserably or succeed well.
Who knows?
I'm going to go with the most likely the first one.
Tell.
I'm going to go with the most likely the other one. So I'm going to set up the software real quick. And if we want to be really fancy, we go like this, and you have side by side.
Wow.
Which unfortunately doesn't make it so you can see that screen very well. So
yeah. Makes it a little hard to read.
Maybe I'll take us out of this one.
All right.
Although it still didn't put it on that screen very well.
It's at least readable.
We're going to go like this. We're going to go back like this. But is it? I'm going to go like it really does make it smaller. That's kind of funny. I wonder why it's doing it that way. It's not cropped. I'm actually, because I might as well experiment since I'm here.
No.
Look at that. That's funny.
There you go.
That's an interesting crop to split screen. So they said we can crop it, and you can kind of see us then.
I think that's good. They can read it.
Yeah, I'll just go like that.
Okay.
I just find that interesting. We'll just place that right here. Because I'm assuming if I add this back in, we're going to be all the way over there again. That's just funny. Because, yeah, you know what I could do? Let's be smart. Let's pretend that the IT guy might know a little bit more about what he's doing. He doesn't. But let's pretend that he does. And zoom it. Zoom it like a Polaroid. I don't know if you guys can see that. I obviously cannot make that any bit bigger without getting super fancy or on accident hitting my finish button. So we'll just go like that.
I think that's good.
Yeah, forget that.
Yep.
We'll just go like that. So you can see, and we will talk, and you can enjoy that the Tripel, Belgian style, Confluence, and what I love about Confluence, they always put in a lot of information on their site. But they say it's hoppy, juicy, citrusy, smooth, and boozy, which I can see a little bit of that. As I try mine, obviously we have it on the Glitch Happy Hour, and we can find it at Hy-Vee. And I've had friends check in, but I have not ranked this one.
Huh.
I've drank 3 of them and not ranked them. And again, if you're new on here or jumping on the page, let us know you're here. We'd love to talk to you. You know, as we still have 3 other beers to do after this. But yeah, this is the Belgian Tripel. And you know what? I'm going to check it in and go live right here. So, this one came from a can, untapped at home. You know, I'm going to give it juicy and smooth. You know, that one came from Confluence. But I'm going to give that one, where should I rank it? If you're on here, if you've tried it, where would you rank it? Well, I know the average. I'm probably going to give this one a 3.75.
I think I would go up a little bit. I like this one a lot.
You would give that one a 4?
Yep.
It is a good IPA.
I would definitely give this one a 4.
You know what? As I drink it more, I'm going to go with you. So we're going to check that in. Check in. And I earned a badge.
Look at that.
Yay! So let's lose that because we don't need that anymore. The average rating, though, on that
That's a 4.
is a 4. Well, everyone is 3.9.
3.9.
So that's the thing, is we were already in between those two. Might as well stick with it. So we're pouring the small glasses right now, only because no one wants to sit and watch us drink half a glass each. I mean, we could get into a chugging contest and have a lot more fun at the end. But
yeah,
I don't think we're going to go that far.
Oh, just a little taste is good.
Yeah, although we get to drink all these
Later.
off air.
Yeah.
So what we should do is the happy hour after hours. Post that on and do that like 2 hours after. Just be like, and you know what you guys want to watch? We're watching this show right now, and this is great. You know, and then off to the side. But
yeah, we don't want to do that. No, I don't think
that's what we
would go
call
over
it,
well.
Saturday night. Because Saturday night's all right for a fight. Get a little lash. Oh, what? I'm sorry for you guys having to be subjected to that.
No, that's fine.
So who are you out there?
Hello.
Just want to know. Otherwise, we're going to move on to the next set of beers. Because not just that, the kids will eventually come and bug us, and who wants that?
They're occupied right now, but they always need something.
Always. Always. Oh, I already scared off people left and right. It's what I do. It's what I'm talented at. So what do you think? The Wizards? Or
yeah, I think we should do the Wizards.
Should we do the watermelon first?
Yeah, because we haven't actually tried this one ever. This will be our, well, me. Have you tried it?
No.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. The other one's probably a little bit more bold flavor. So
Okay.
So we're going to hold this one up so you can see it. It is the Watermelon Wizard by Confluence, if you want to make people sick. Oh. But check out that artwork. Is that not just cool looking? It's a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. This is where Harry Potter goes once he becomes of age. He becomes the Watermelon Wizard. Did you not know that was the next Harry Potter?
I did not.
Harry Potter and the fermented beer.
Uh-huh.
Or fermented on. I don't know what you want to call it. That would be funny, though. I'm all for that. I'm going to shake everything now. Getting that set up.
You want me to pour? You got it.
I'm going to pour one out for my homies.
All right.
Car finished charging. That's good.
Uh-huh.
Now you guys know I have an electric car. Welcome to my world. We'll let Aaron show you guys the color for that one.
Yeah, look at that. I wasn't quite expecting that.
You weren't expecting to look kind of like a watermelon color?
No, because the blueberry one isn't blue.
Is it?
I don't think. This one has a really nice pinkish watermelon color.
Yes.
It's pretty clear.
Let's bring this one up. The watermelon.
Giving it a smell here. Get a little bit of watermelon on the nose. Not a lot, though.
A little bit up the nose.
Yeah, a little bit up the nose.
All right.
All right.
Well, let's bring this one in and show the viewers at home
Okay.
the all amazing Watermelon Wizard Gose style sour with watermelon and blueberry.
Huh.
Obviously, it's an ABV of 5.6, which most sours aren't going to be super high. The nice thing is everyone's rated about a 3.79. I've had two friends rank it as a 4.0. And again, they do a really good job of talking about it. But you know what I do love is how they got the Gose or Gosa name. So you can kind of read it right there. They were pretty good about mentioning that or having the details in here. So, you know, that's what's really cool is they do give that information. So because of that, you know, things like magic, we all know that around 1000 or 1000 AD in Goslar, in present-day Germany, lactic producing bacteria from the grain and air combined with the salinity of their local water source to help the brewers make a tart, freshly brew or refreshing brew that we now call Gose.
Huh.
You know, based off the location, which was new for me. Now I know why, because I was always wanting to figure that out myself. But, you know, as they talk about the different type of bacteria that now that they cultivate for that purpose to add that little bit of sour and tart to the beer, which is funny as I look down because I'd already tried a little sip off the top. Now I'm going to do my own. And they mentioned tart, and it does have some tart, but I like it. I'm not a big sours, but having a look at that, this one's pretty good. So I'm going to flip back so everyone can see us.
This one is very tart. I'm not a huge fan of sours. And I definitely get a lot of watermelon flavor.
Yeah. Which sometimes it's hard to integrate those flavors into a beer.
Yeah.
And to get certain flavors, you go, well, why isn't peanut butter sometimes more peanut butter? Well, those don't always come through, especially like coconut. You'll sometimes see coconut beer, and I'm not a big coconut person, so I'll normally shy away from it. Well, it's hard to infuse too much of that flavor, so it's not going to be necessarily like smack you in the face coconut. In fact, if you find one that way, they must have done a lot of stuff to get that coconut flavor in there. So to get watermelon.
Yeah, it's very fresh watermelon, very
effervescent.
Yeah,
effervescent. I'm just reading off the Untapped.
It's a candy flavored watermelon. Sorry, not necessarily a fresh watermelon, but
almost like a Jolly Rancher.
Jolly Rancher. That's exactly what I was.
Maybe I should put that in there. Jolly Rancher.
Because it tastes very much like a watermelon Jolly Rancher.
Let's see here. I'm going to add watermelon tart. I don't get the blueberry.
I don't get the blueberry either.
I wonder if there's Jolly Rancher in here.
But it is pretty good. I mean, for a sour, it's not bad.
Candy. There is a candy to it, so I'll just add candy. We're going to check that in. For a flavor. I'm going to give that one a 3.75.
I would agree.
And it is now checked in.
There it is.
Oh, I'm in the Confluence Club. It says I drink too much Confluence.
No.
And all sorts of stuff. I got tons. That would have been the one to pop up. I would have had bars on there for days. You guys would have been all impressed with as much as I drink on Untapped, I guess. Which sounds really bad. You guys have to forgive me for my hair today. I did not get to style it. I normally like to have it spiked in a mohawk.
But in less than a week, the salons will open.
So all be gone. All of it.
Yep.
Just
shaving
shave
it all
off
off.
everything and everything. I'll just be like shiny. I'll look like an evil villain. Fun note, if I ever go back and find it and want to scare everyone from ever coming to the channel. We have a makeup where we did a bald cap on me. And I do look like a terrible, evil villain. One, we didn't match the color for the skin. It was playing around. The cut one is definitely cooler. The black eye one,
Well, I was
definitely
learning.
cooler.
I was learning.
And we were just playing. We jumped ahead.
Yeah.
But, one of my friends, he shaded it and thought it would be funny if we both did. So I was all up for it because I wanted to show him how terrible I thought I would look. And even I wasn't prepared on how terrible I look that way.
You did not look terrible, first off. But second of all, you still had a goatee. So you had all this facial hair.
I didn't have a goatee. I had a beard.
A beard? Goatee? You had something. I can't remember now exactly. I think it was a beard.
No, but it looked more evil.
And then your head was completely shaved, which...
That's normal. That happens.
Not very often.
That happens a fair amount.
Yeah, well...
Maybe next time, if I did ever shave my head, I should just let it grow and put one strip so it just connects the whole thing. Or like a friar tuck around the edge and connect it through. But not like a wide friar tuck, like pencil thin friar tuck down and around. Mm-hmm. And then when people talk to me, just be really surprised, like, I don't have hair? What? This would be the second time I've lost my toupee this week. And just be like, even better if I have a fake toupee to put on top of it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like putting a hat on a hat. But it sounds fun to me. The pranks I just want to play on people. Mm-hmm. Even better, maybe I'll just wear the toupee, let it wind shit off, and then just have that thin line hair, and people go, does that really happen? That's his natural hairline? Maybe he's born with it? Maybe even then I just get literally a pencil that goes around the entire bit and just shave everything in between. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll do that with a bald cap.
Yeah.
And,
let's not.
I'm a method actor. I commit to my character. I'm going to do it. Let's go all in. You hear that, Marvel? Method actor. And available for the next set of Avenger movies. Just saying. Don't have any, specific characters in mind. I mean, you already pulled Iron Man. He's most likely I could be. Although he could come back. And there's options there. And let's face it, I'm Iron Man. All right, now everyone's like, we're never coming to this show again.
No.
That's all right. They don't come to it now.
We must just have a bad time. This is the time when people are maybe they're eating dinner or...
Hey, they had options. I sent it to them.
True.
They had options to come join me. And instead, they leave me to my own devices. Which is already a dangerous and scary thing. But let's talk about the next one then.
I agree.
Because we could just continue on through and then just drink for fun and keep chatting online.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'm going to start messaging my mother, my brothers, be like, jump online so I don't look like I don't have friends. I don't. That's the thing.
You do.
Oh, wait, I do. I do. They're all imaginary, but I got them.
Whatever.
All those voices in my head. I'm not even going to show you what this one is yet. One, I just want to see what color it is. Oh, it kind of is the color you said it wasn't.
I don't think it is.
Well, it's not supposed to be the actual color, they say. This is the color of the juice of it.
Mm-hmm. I suppose.
If I pour enough of it into a glass.
Maybe.
I gotta stop coughing. People are gonna think I've got high Sharona. All right, should I reveal it?
I think so.
We'll take your drink so I don't knock it over. Check it out. There's the cool reveal. Get it a little bit closer. A little bit closer.
It does
look
closer, pretty dark.
A little bit closer. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. I'm just kidding.
Not as clear as the other one. It's a little bit more cloudy.
Check out that artwork again. Harry Potter to the rescue. But now, rockin' the blueberry. He's come out.
This one you do get blueberry on the nose.
What I really like here is that now we can pull the two up together and have the collected set. Or if I turn this just right and turn this one back, turn that one over, I can have one wizard attacking the other one.
Well, there you
and
go.
his back. Oh, that's terrible. Then it's whoever I want to win.
Now this one is not as tart.
Wizard,
it does
right?
have a tart flavor on the front, but I think it turns sweet.
That's one. Yeah, that one is definitely not as tart, which I suspect has something to do with the blueberry, which I'm going to check and see what others say.
I actually like this one better because it does have a little bit of that sweet finish.
Oh, I've checked this one in. At least now. Now that's not bad. We'll come back over here and talk about.
You want to change your? That one says.
Oh, yep.
Watermelon.
That one says let's go to the right one. They're so alike that we named them twice. There you go. The Blueberry Wizard by Confluence Brewing. And still talks about the Gosa on there. Blueberry tart. Lemony. Vanilla soft. Well, I guess compared to. They've had 100 total check-ins. Let's see a few photos. That's what's always fun. I always like seeing what people have no idea who Austin W. Considering it's Austin, I'm pretty sure he changed his photo to look like the girl did the Snapchat thing up in the corner, so that's kind of funny. I'm like, okay. And whoever Aaron is. Oh, it's Aaron A. Whoops. Hey, Aaron, you done messed up. Where? See? This is sometimes just fun. That's a very nice artistic shot.
Yes.
I appreciate that, Amber. See? This is sometimes the fun part to it. None of my photos are in there. Oh, wait. I haven't submitted one for this one yet. That would be why. That makes perfect sense. Make these lists live. You can see the lists and stuff from past happy hours by, again, subscribing to us on YouTube, following us here on Facebook, using that link to go find us on YouTube, or, even better, disregard the craft beer kids, and just follow us on Untappd using that link there. Like I said, I've got these things all over the place. I can pop that one up. Untappd at Glitch 2600. Come join us. If you're new on the show, come say hi. We'd love to see and know who's out there. But again, we're talking about the Blueberry Gosa or Blueberry Wizard by Confluence Brewing. And it is amazing.
It is good. I do like this one better than the watermelon. But that's my own personal opinion because I'm not a fan of the tart. And this one has that nice softer or sweeter finish.
I've given this one a 3.75 in the past. I'm wondering what I'm going to give it now. I'm going to give that vanilla. I do get that vanilla.
I do not get the lemony, though.
I do not get the lemony, but I do get the vanilla. Tag a friend. But I'm going to leave it at 3.75.
I think I would leave it at 3.7.
3. Like trailed off.
3.75. Even though that's the same score we gave the watermelon one, there's not an in-between.
No, you need like a size.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not quite ready to go to a 4, but not ready to knock it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like kids' diapers. It's a big difference.
Okay.
Just throwing stuff out there. Sometimes you're the trainer.
We haven't had to deal with those for a long time, so.
That's why I can't say anything. Just make it up.
Oh, hello,
3.875.
I wish we could give it a 3.875, but Untappd just doesn't let you do those smaller increments.
I'm going to pop that one off. Actually, I'm gonna fix this so I can fix my colors because I always forget to right before. So maybe I'll actually do that this time and go purple or green.
Good to see you, Brian. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. I'm sure you've missed us so much since the last time we saw you.
So people can actually see it now.
There it is.
But yeah, so we've covered the Tripel, the two wizards. And since Brian's on here, and we've already mentioned it earlier, again, you can go check out the episodes for
Wine Styles.
For Wine Styles West Glen and see some really fun stuff. There was a virtual pickup party last night. A lot of fun going on there. And
Good
just
times.
catch Matt, Brian, and Sarah every week, right now. But the virtual pickup parties aren't every week. There's virtual tastings, in between.
Happy hours.
Yeah, happy hours.
With Wine Styles.
And there's education classes, so you do not have to, necessarily be in the area to enjoy that.
Right.
Preferably, obviously, you are because you joined the class, which go look up. You can find on winestylesblog.com. Go to their Facebook page, Wine Styles West Glen. And if you're close enough in the area, or if there's a Wine Styles around, you can find the wines that are going to be covered. But this one's a blind tasting, so a lot harder to do that if you're in the area. But you can still join if you're not in the area and enjoy the fun and share to friends, because you never know who's in that area around, and the next one and the next education you might be interested in too that they do. And that's just a completely different experience, and great. Matt and Brian just have a ton of information, and so we learned so much.
It's a lot of fun. And Sarah is going to be, she's one of the ones that does the Wine Styles happy hour, and she's going to be tasting blind with the rest of us.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to see, because Sarah, works there and knows a lot. So just see what she thinks, and how she is for it. It's kind of like putting the person to the test. But at some point, it would be funny to do that too. Might have to rotate those around, and we'll have to play a prank on Brian and Matt too, and see what
that
their
actually would be fun.
Blind. Maybe that should be a for some of the virtual tastings. Just pick one, and they don't get to know whether it's a beer, wine, or a cheese. I think Brian would like that one too. A cheese.
There we go. That would.
Oh yeah, the stump Sarah, stump Sarah. But for that, it would be fun. I think.
Nope.
Ryan wouldn't enjoy the cheese and.
You don't want to do the blind tasting yourself, Brian.
Especially with the cheese. I think. Be
fun.
I think you would be able to call them out pretty well. I think, that would be interesting. And the thing is, for that one, do we just blindfold you and you have to taste it? There's just a reverse on the blind tasting. We won't cover up the bottle. We'll just blindfold you.
There we go.
Blindfold Matt.
Yep.
You hold up funny signs for Matt when he's blindfolded. We mess with him. And if you can't tell, we love those people. They're great. So, always, there's lots of places you can go and find wine or beer. I don't want to make Matt to look silky. Or silly, yeah. But, hi, Mom. Thanks for joining. Like I said, we're still talking about our beers, but I was just going to say, there are a lot of places you can go for wine and beer. But, I mean, you can go to stores and find stuff there, but you're not going to get the same experience and learning and just nice,
social.
Social.
So,
they will from your local wine merchant. More specifically, if you're in these areas or around a Wine Styles, go there. They're all great. Obviously, Wine Styles West Glen, we feel stronger about, but go to any of them. If you don't have a Wine Styles in your area, your local wine merchant, check out the smaller ones, or not the chain grocery store. They're going to have a lot of information and stuff to tell you, and you're helping them, you're furthering them, which they're going to be invested in you and helping you. They're going to remember. That's one of the other things is you can walk in, and if I didn't know what wine to get for Aaron and I could just ask Brian and say, hey, or Matt or Sarah or anyone there and go, hey, we're going to have, steak tomorrow night. We're having a ribeye, on the grill. We don't know what to get. And I guarantee you, they'll come back and say, you should get this. Here's some cheese that you should get with it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a chocolate truffle to go on top and to enjoy for dessert and just be set.
Yes. Yes, they remember what we like and kind of what we don't like. So they're going to take that into consideration as well.
And I'm gonna add Brian's comment here. If you don't have a Wine Styles in your area, you should open one.
Mm-hmm.
And he would be the guy to talk to. Just go to Wine Styles West Glen and send him a message. It's a great business to start. If we didn't already have ones in our area, I'm not going to lie. When we were talking about moving in different parts of the country, one of the conversations was, if they don't have a Wine Styles, we're going to open one.
Yep.
That was possibly going to be Aaron's job, and I'd just run it later at the day. So I'd be IT during the day and wine at night, and hopefully not run myself out of stock. Well, yeah. Asheville, why don't you should maybe get on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you love where you work, but I think you girls could get in together.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
I'm glad
Thanks for
you
joining.
Come on.
I'm also going to add, like I said, for sirloin, white zin and sirloin.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, white zin is not the white zin that you might think it is. That's one of the things that we got educated in their education series is don't think of zins and white zins like what you might have from the old, almost like little cooler
Yeah,
days,
the wine coolers, yeah.
Yeah, that's not
the same.
They're definitely not. And that's where, like I said, helping out and checking out your local wine and beer merchant. And so that they're just going to have more info and more things to share to you. Brian says hi to Sarah too. But yeah, so for everyone else, just so you know, what we've covered or talked about is, I'm going to bring them up just to show again. The Tripel IPA, since this is our Confluence episode, to try to work our way through some. And then we covered so far back-to-back of the Wizards. Blueberry and watermelon. So far we like the watermelon less than the blueberry. But, I mean, you definitely get some tart. I liked that in the watermelon. The blueberry.
We're just finishing that one off now.
Like I said, nice color.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a few of those. And that'll take me on to our next one. Brian, yeah, for the whites, the Bartles and James.
Right.
That's almost a fun. So back with the photography studio, I used to pop up a thing and print out photos from other photo stores, you know, or just go to Walmart, Walgreens, my local camera shop. And then I got it from my labs where I spend a little bit more, have a relationship. They know my color profiles, were profiled. And I would bring them out and print the exact same photo essentially 6-7 times.
Mm-hmm.
And one, for me, it just let me know that in a pinch where I could use locally to get better quality. And then just was a good way for me to show my clients. And this is why I don't want you printing at Walmart or at Dolls or Price Chopper or whatever Hy-Vee. And, well, we should just get you the blueberry. We have that. But with that, it was trying to show how drastically different sometimes the color was. It would blow out, you'd lose detail because I just did a flower, so I didn't call anyone out. But it makes me think it would almost be funny. Here's a Bottles and James, and here's a good glass of wine.
Mm-hmm.
Back to back. This is why you don't necessarily want the Bottles and James unless you're I can't say unless you're a poor college student. Even then, it would be better off if you're a 21-year, see how I saved that one, 21-year-old college student. Nowadays, now I'm older, I can tell you it might be better just to save up 2-3 of those times and have one really good bottle, and then don't feel bad drinking the whole bottle, because we know why you're drinking. You're at school and it's stressed out, and college is hard. But instead of having 3 of not great ones,
Mm-hmm.
trust me, you don't get as much of a headache, all that stuff when you have good wine than you will with the other. A poor, what does my mom would say? A poor flight attendant.
Yes, Sarah, you'll have to try the blueberry one. I thought we brought one in to share, but maybe we missed you that time. So I think we have an extra one sitting around, so
Yeah.
you'll have to try. Come
we'll
over and try it.
We'll set it to the side. We'll put your name on it. I'll write it on there. In fact, you can go get a Sharpie and write it on there right now.
We could.
I'll say, were we gonna have our wine involved too?
Yeah, maybe.
Grab that, because if you want,
Should we do the
can get
milkman
ready.
first?
Well, I can.
Yeah.
I can do that. Let's get the. We're gonna talk about
This is our last beer, I think.
last beer, yeah, because like I said, we have enough confluences to do a whole another hour or so episode.
Yes.
But we're not gonna do that today. No flights now. Glad that so everyone can see.
Mm-hmm.
No flights now, so we get to try a lot. Unfortunately, luckily I don't have to work again until Monday, so I could try a lot too. But I'm gonna pop that away. I said I wasn't able to get quite as much stuff set up as I wanted to today. Again, once we get you can't see the set right now that's being built. It's looking pretty cool.
It is.
Without the stuff up on the wall, but hung up a few industrial piping shelves into the bar area, so eventually we'll shoot and that'll be the background, and might have some cool little props to have up there.
Yes.
That'll add to the feel, especially when we have the video lights out,
Yes.
which we brought down. And again, because I was spending way too much time,
We just, yeah,
I realized the time and said, we better go live and be 2 minutes late. But go ahead and show them how that color is.
All right. So this is a stout, milk stout. That's the name, Milkman, from Confluence again.
So I'm going to bring
So
that
it
up.
is one of your darker pours. It smells coffee and sweet.
Let's see how close you are.
Yes.
When they put it on here. Like, you just keep going. We'll see how close. And where you come out.
I know.
Like, here.
It smells smooth, but I don't know if you can actually say that it's.
Well, I've ranked this one before, so I don't know if I should give away my ranking. Yeah, smooth, milk, creamy, sweet, and coffee. In fact, we're just going to go ahead and show it. And now you can see smooth, milk, creamy, sweet, and coffee. Oh, someone had the trifecta. I just want to show their photo.
Oh, wow.
It's like we've covered at least 2 of those.
Yes.
Which we're thinking about covering that 3rd one.
Mm-hmm.
There are just some fun photos in there, though. I have no idea why that person put that one for it, but I do appreciate it. That is great.
So trying this one is very good. I like the dark.
Well, this is fun. I want to show this real quick.
Sure.
Just a little hint of the Confluence, what it looks like in their tap room. Why is that? All right, we'll just pop it all around, whichever way. You can kind of see it. It's all their tap handles across the back. I'll eventually get this to where we can show this better than on my iPad. You can kind of see their fun wall. A lot of things. You see the 50s dad. This was taken a bit back. They don't have that now, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just kind of fun to see that across the wall. That's part of their new tap room right there. And you can see some of the artwork up the little tins, squares, which we see into the pieces, as you saw the Tripel. The other ones, they do a lot of fun. Although my favorite one is still one of the Extinction Event ones. I think that has really cool artwork on it. But yeah, again, they talk about the style. Confluence is really good about it. But for them, the Milkman Stout is a collaboration between their guest brewer and Confluence head brewer, John Martin. So, they don't really say a salute to the body of reliable home delivery, the Milkman. So that's why. That's the only reason why they call it the Milkman. They used Irish stout malt and chocolate malt and roasted barley and flaked oats. Nice. Then lactose to increase the sweetness. So you can tell from me, it's a 5.7, 28 IBU, which makes sense. It's not going to be very bitter. Although that's still kind of not subjective, but it's hard to gauge it off the IBU. But I've ranked this one. Friends have done a 3.75, 3.85, but I've liked this one enough to get a 4.25.
And I am going to say it's really close for me for the 50s Dad. This one is really good. 50s Dad is my favorite. And I'm going to say this is right up there with it. So I would say at least a 4.25. I might even go up to a 4.5 on this one.
Well, you'll have to rank that one on your own.
On my own.
Which, if you guys want to, I'm going to well, look at that. It says I drink too much at home. I'm going to pop this back over to remind everyone that you can like and follow on Untapped. Just hold your phone up to that. Take a photo or hold it up. Your camera will then go, hey, do you want to go check out this QR code? Mm-hmm. In which case you go, yeah, I want to check out that QR code. And that will take you to Friend Me on Untapped. And then you can see the beers. You can see the ones we've had in the past. You'll see a list that says Glitch Happy Hour, what we've ranked it. But you can go there. Additionally, while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to pop this up to the side and say, if you've followed that QR code, you can see us on YouTube, where we'll be doing simulcast starting. I'll probably test that possibly later tonight or this weekend. So you might see a post pop up where I jump on for like 10 minutes. Feel free if you want to jump on and say hi while I'm playing around. It's just me seeing how it goes, going to both Facebook and YouTube at the same time. It might fail miserably, might succeed. Who knows? But yeah, you can also follow us by using that link. If you want to type it out, it's rebrand.ly/glitch2600YT. YT because it's YouTube. That's my Mickey Mouse. MIC, why? Why? Because we like you. Mm-hmm. Or see you real soon. Why? Because we like you. MOUSE. No, let's not do that. And of course, you're already on Facebook, but if you're catching this on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. It's going to be really hard to tell what my Facebook page is. It might be Glitch 2600. And I'm going to flip back to the large and pop that off so that we don't have the milkman up there anymore. We're still talking about it, but I'm going to pop this on just so we can see. Ryan's back. What did you miss? Everything. You missed. Erin was juggling knives and swords while balancing a poodle on her nose. It was great. I don't even know where the poodle came from. That was the really weird part.
Yes. So we're still on the milkman, Brian.
I like how you just were like, I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Like, I've been married to him for 20 plus years now. And I'm just going to get a pillow tonight while you're sleeping. No? I would. To me. Not to you. Let me rephrase that. She's like,
so, okay. This one is pretty good. I like this one a lot. You love poodles?
Well, like I said, you missed it, bud.
Yeah, you missed the poodle and the juggling and all the fun stuff. You just can't disappear on us like that.
Poodles are cool. I mean, they're the dogs with some of the coolest haircuts.
Yes.
Only male poodles can, if they can pull that off. Males can, well, and still be cool. Yeah. Where if I had that haircut,
poodles.
I don't think I could pull it off. I could barely pull off this haircut, or this lack of haircut. But that was a conversation we already had earlier.
Yes.
So yeah, we ranked all those. But you want to go grab the other?
Yeah, I was going to run upstairs and grab the wine. But...
Can you grab the one beer too, in the black pen?
Oh yeah.
For me?
Okay.
Maybe a new. Could save there. No. Oh. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, I'll be testing the YouTube Live and Facebook Live at the same time, likely tomorrow. Getting ready. There's a good chance we'll be doing the League of Legends episode, or one of a few episodes with Nerdicus, aka Jared, possibly on Monday. So I want to have that all ready. Oh, Brian's got a question. Sarah, did you buy a bike yet? I'm curious myself because we've got to get more bike rides in. If not, I'm still going to help you look. It sounds like not yet. No, we'll help you look too. If you're in the Des Moines area, the Des Moines Bike Collective is great. For what Sarah's looking for, I know from talking to her that she's looking for a hybrid, and that's a little bit harder to find. The hybrid difference is just whether you have the super thin tire or a normally have super thin like a cruiser, or you have a wider one like a mountain bike, and then you have fat bikes. A hybrid is just somewhere in between. So from my mom, I'll pass that on to her, and she'll be right back. We gotta say Happy Mother's Day to you too, Mom, and I'll have to talk to you after. There's some stuff I gotta pass on to you for Mother's Day. And do pigeons have feelings? Well, I would say so. They just, they're from New York. We say they're the rats in the sky, but or almost sometimes lack of the sky. Well, I was enjoying that. Did you bring the beer over too? Oh, yeah, there it is. So, for Sarah, you get a choice. Sarah, do you want gold or blue? I'm not going to tell you what yet.
I don't know. Blue will show up.
It'll show up depending on when I write it.
Okay.
But you have to tell me if you want gold or blue. That's all you got to tell me. We'll get back to that when you tell me which one you've got, which one you want me to do. As soon as I hear that, I will do something else.
Okay.
But where we normally only lately have been featuring beer, wanted to feature one we opened last night. How much have you had to drink?
Not
Funny,
much.
she's talking about the other Brian.
Oh, okay.
But this could apply to both of us. Oh, that's
Hi, Andrea. Good to see you.
Happy Mother's Day to you too, Andrea. Don't forget that.
Yes.
She said happy.
Thank
My
you.
mom said Happy Mother's Day to you,
see.
and I said
Yes.
that.
Thank you.
You'll take gold. Okay, I'll put this to the side because
Okay.
we're gonna do. We'll cover that in a second. So very important in the gold. I'm gonna. Oh, that's terrible handwriting.
Brian worked all day, so not much to drink today, huh?
All right, this is very important. This one is Sarah's. So now it's labeled. You have to have it now. You just have to.
Yes.
So, well, I almost forgot too. Sarah's a mom too, so happy Mother's Day to Sarah. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. We'll just get that covered
Yes.
in one stint.
As I said at the beginning of the show, I told everyone happy Mom's Day for tomorrow. Yes, so
Sure,
we're sitting 3 feet from each other.
This is not social distancing. I don't think it applies. As Aaron tells me, it doesn't apply to families. And I'm
No,
like,
it
are you
doesn't.
sure? Because we could tell the kids to stay 6 feet away. Yeah.
Okay.
But as I was talking about, we normally our happy hours aren't just to talk about beer. We do like craft beer and enjoy it and talk about it. Of course, I'm a big fan. She's a big fan. Nice copy. I just now noticed that. My twin of Iowa craft beer. I really like Iowa craft beer. Asheville has a really good scene too. In Seattle. But we also love really good wine. Cider, mead, all that. But last night was the virtual pickup party for wine styles, and so we got to try some really great wines there. And if you want to see those, jump over to Wine Styles West Glen. Look at that. I know the people online, all the ones on right now, all know. So I'm just really saying this for the replay. So the other people who see this and hopefully catch it, go and check out that too and really enjoy that show because it's a lot of fun. In the shop. Really go in there if you're in that area or have a Wine Styles nearby. Or as Brian said earlier, and I agree with him, if you don't have a Wine Styles in your area, contact them and open one.
Yes.
Because it's Not just that, I want more places I can go and visit that have wine styles. I might be biased, but I'm just saying.
Mhm.
But last night when we got home, we only had a little. We went ahead and opened this. So I'm going to bring that up kind of close. We're big fans of Willamette. And as we've been taught by our friends at Wine Styles, it's not Willamette, because you would say that. You might say it's Willamette. No, it's Willamette, because they've taught us that it's Willamette, damn it. And that's how we remember it. It's the only way I remember it, because when I first love Ponzi from there. Their rosé is great. Their Pinot Noir is great. In fact, I've yet to find very little from there that I don't. I've yet to find very little from Willamette that I haven't liked in general.
I agree.
And that's the region, not the winery. Saying, I agree. I agree. My mom should. I'm not saying it would anything from visiting, but I mean it wouldn't hurt, because then I'm like, if you tell me I got to come to Asheville, and, I love you, Mom, but I love wine styles. So you put the two together, and it's almost pretty much a guarantee I got to come. I'm not saying it's the only thing, and I'm not trying to push you. It's something to think on.
Nice.
Yeah, heck, I'll sweeten the deal. You got grandkids that'll come help set up the place. I mean, Jared could lift some stuff. Let's get it done. I agree. No flights. That's what my mom says. No flights. Come. Let's get it done. I agree. I think you'd like having a Wine Styles. But I'm gonna. I can't ever say their name properly. Envoy.
I don't know.
Brian and Matt have said the name for me before, and this was a
Pinot.
Well, that's a Pinot Noir, but was this a wine club, correct?
A long time ago, but
Yeah.
we just bought the bottle, a new bottle recently.
I like that too. Beer styles there.
That would be good.
Oh, and Brian's drinking Sea Smoke PM from Rita Hills.
Huh.
Nice.
Very fun.
Very nice. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna drink, because I like the Pinot Noir, but I know this is a vintage 2015. Fun label, really good. And like I said, if you get a chance and you have a Wine Styles in the area, check out the wine club. Check out the beer club. They will expand. When we started, we were 2 whites or white and red.
We did a white and a red when we first started. We didn't know that much about wine then, so we didn't know what we liked. We know now that red is our favorite, so we've switched to 2 reds.
But that's how we started and got educated over time, because we went in there. The first time we ever went into Wine Styles, we met Jordan, and Jordan's super sweet. And we had won a $100 gift card from the school. And walked in there. We knew we'd wanted to go there many times, and for some reason just didn't make it in. And so we finally walked in, and that first day we walked in, she helped us sign up. And we're like, well, what should we spend this $100 gift card on? And she said, well, you could do this, and then she showed us a ton of stuff. And then she said, or check out the club. You'll learn more, and you'll expand your palate. And we said, you know what? That sounds great. And we signed up for the club right then. That's where we did the white red. And enjoyed, and went to our first, club pickup party, and just really enjoyed that. The next month came along. Didn't take long to move to the 2 reds, because all of a sudden we went, okay, we don't just like Moscato and Gewürztraminer or only the sweet wines, which if you do like sweet, that's not a problem. Wine Styles has a sweet club. They have a bubbly club. You can go beyond. They have a premium one that we're looking at, Collectors Club. You have ways to move through it and try different ones. So you can always be challenging and, expanding. And the beer club is definitely a thing of that for me, trying different beers from all over. But that's what's really cool about Wine Club, is you get to learn and try different things. And this was one of them. If you would have asked me however many years ago that we joined, if I'd be drinking Pinot Noir as my favorite, and the rest is history. I agree. If you would have asked me that many years ago if I'd be drinking Pinot Noir on a Saturday night, I've since grown my craft beer,
Mm-hmm.
tried to grow my knowledge of wine, by going to a bunch of education classes because just enjoy it. You know, learned about phylloxera and how that ravaged certain parts of the wine industry at the time and which places survived and why and the economic,
Mm-hmm.
all sorts of, which is a bug. And thank you, Brian. I'm gonna say, but because of that, if you would have asked me that, I would have said no. So, tonight drinking the Pinot Noir, really like Pinot,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll talk about this one because why not?
Mm-hmm. Pinot is one of our
Want me to
favorites.
pour, or do you
I
want
got
to
it.
pour? No, pour one out.
Yeah.
So I did a reasonable pour. I didn't go crazy. I didn't do one of my pours.
No.
Yeah, one of my pours are normally quite generous.
Mm-hmm.
Quite generous.
Pretty
Cheers.
close. Cheers.
Yeah, and they always talk about the color, which is
Love
better
it.
when you have it over
White.
like white instead of, I guess, dangerously over the laptop. Is silver.
Yeah.
Kind of works. And how you can see and how you can tell the difference between places that blend them
Mm-hmm.
and all that.
Give it a nice swirl.
Based on the color and how you can see through it. So yeah, I like that one. It's not as peppery as some of them might be, as bold,
Mm-hmm.
but
I would say
It's
that
really
it's light tannins. It's not heavy on the tannins.
no,
It's more
No.
of a
mellow style to it. But
Mhm.
I normally like things that kind of punch a little bit more, that have a little bit more of that dry.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, but it depends on the day and depends sometimes on the season and the time of year. For me, if I'm by the fire or something like that, that might be a little different too in winter. Much like stouts and different beers
Are
in
good
the season.
Winter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and how
Like a
you're
good stout in the winter.
or next to the fire, or it's all how your flavor and palate changes
Yes.
throughout the year, even temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, this one's really good.
This one is a good one. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy it. We were joking around, and I know the people's online's opinion of whether an app like Untapped should be an uncorked version. Based on I get it, it's more of a social app, and this one is for wine drinkers. It's not entirely that way. I just still need to figure out. I'm on Delectable, and I need to move over to Vivino to try that one. But I've still yet to see an app that I really like for tracking my wine. I know there's Wine Cellar for tracking some of it, but more I like to know in other people's notes and ideas. And we just watched the master class from James Suckling on it, which it's funny. He pronounces things so interesting for it, and he only covered Tuscany wines at the time. And he has a nice sip technique that I tried with water for a second and about choked myself, and it was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But he talks about the swirl and the taste, and it's just an interesting family. Anyway, his wife is from Korea.
Yeah.
She's Asian, definitely Asian. I think she's Korean and has a little bit of that accent, but not much. I think it's kind of buried out. He has just an interesting dialect to his voice, but he was from California. And his son obviously grew up in the UK for a bit because he has an English accent. So it's just really funny when you see all three together. It's like, no wonder why his accent is there. He's probably been influenced by all the places he's lived, plus being around his wife and son. Probably just getting a ton of different things there that we kind of joke around because of the way he says Syrah, which is not necessarily the wrong. It's a Syrah or whatever, Syrah. Merlot, which is fine. But we always joke around that he's going to pronounce it Chardonnay instead of Chardonnay. And so if you ever hear us say Chardonnay, that's us playing around.
So I'm hoping that we'll cover more wines in the future. Not that I don't love the beer too, but just for...
I think you're just looking for an excuse to get super drunk because
No.
the difference is we open up 4 of these and have to drink them off air. If I open up 4 of those bottles and drink those off air, I better not be having work the next day.
Well, if we open 2 bottles, we don't have to drink
Plus
both
the beer?
bottles that night. No.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Plus the beer. We can save the wine for the next day.
Plus the beer.
But I just am hoping we cover a little bit more wine just because it's different and it's fun. And
Maybe someday we'll be sponsored by Coravin, and they'll send us one.
There we
hint,
go.
Hint, Coravin.
Mm-hmm.
And gone for a month. That's all right. We just appreciate that you came back.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm hint to Coravin. If you'd like to sponsor us, we will cover more wines and talk about Coravins. Because I do think that is not necessarily not a bad thing to cover or education. Different
Right.
devices for it. You know, there's fancy cork removers. Because we had one in the past before we were educated. We won that too.
Yeah.
With the funny thing is we won it with the Wine Styles one and sold it just recently.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing we kept out of that package was the Wine Styles gift card.
Yes.
Oh, maybe in the wine, but I don't know.
I don't
if we did.
remember. No.
I don't remember if it came with wine or not. They
I
couldn't
don't
have that
think
at the
it did.
school. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they couldn't have it at the school. That's what it was.
Nope.
But you know, that would not necessarily be a bad thing because Coravins, if you don't know, are just a nice device that can go on there and allow you to pour out some of a wine because it pierces through the cork, and then when you remove it, the cork is resealing, so it just seals that back in. I think it sprays because it has a little bit of CO2 or an argon gas or something in there to reseal it. Which something we keep forgetting we need to go get.
Yes.
Is a wine preserver. They sell them at Wine Styles, but other wine stores, in your area, if you don't have one, probably has it too, where you spray it in there, and because of the weight of argon, it helps keep oxygen off the wine if you do reopen. That way you can save it a little bit longer. So if we did do 3-4 wines, we don't have to finish them all. But let's face it, that's a challenge, and I'm not a quitter. So...
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not going to add that conversation to the screen because I don't know if anyone wants me to do that. So it's just going to be live on the chat instead. Private reserve. It's the best.
Huh.
Oh, right. Private preserve. I put reserve. That's entirely different meaning. Yeah, and like I said, they carry it there. We need to actually go in and grab some. We keep talking about it and then forgetting it while we're there. Because we get overwhelmed by the great wines that we want to drink there. Or the beers, like the last time we did that, we grabbed a bunch of beers. Knowing we were going to put them on future episodes. So you'll see more beers that we'll have that we picked up at Wine Styles. It won't just be the Confluence specific episode.
Right.
In fact, the next one, we might still have a Confluence or two, but we're probably going to have more the other ones next time, try to make it a little bit more centric on that. We have our beer club beers that we'll probably cover. Like I said, we've been a wine on that one.
Yeah.
Just because. Why not?
Yeah, sounds good.
But we hope everyone's been having a good time. Again, just because I have to throw it out there, it's the shameless plug here. Just a reminder that if you shoot that QR code, which I'm going to try to line up again with my chest, like I'm a superhero. See that? Superhero. This way. I'm now the QR man. You shoot that, hold your phone up to it. It'll allow you to bring up the page to go to my YouTube channel. In which case, subscribe. We'll be doing simulcasting there soon. It might have some specific content only for YouTube in the future. Otherwise, you could just go to that link, and we'll have a better link for that later. If you're on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. Of course, LinkedIn. Untapped. Sorry, business on the brain. So I was thinking of all the places I can broadcast to. But go find us on there. Enjoy that. Again, for fun, I just like showing the craft beer kids. I still have a better photo to pop up there. Don't forget that we do Tech Tuesdays. Right now, it has been every week. We might not do it every week in the future. But you don't have to be here to ask your questions. If you have tech questions that you would like answered, when we post that live, one, you can post it on the page and get it there. You can post me questions on Messenger inside there. Just post them to the page, and I'll get them. Otherwise, I always announce the day, when it's coming up. You'll see a link for it on the Glitch 2600 Facebook page. You can go there, add your comments to it, your question, just put Q in front, and I'll know that's a question you want answered on air. In which case, I'll answer it and get that uploaded. And you don't have to be there. You catch it on the replay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to tag you and let you know. I answered one of Matt's questions not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I still told him about it, but we answered that on there. So you don't have to be there for it. Of course, we'd love for you to be there. If you know people who have computer problems and just want a quick answer, send them on over.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know those Tech Tuesdays, Tech Thursdays. We'll be having those. Plan on doing them at least twice a month. Right now, we're doing them every week until people don't want me to answer stuff. But I know people have stuff broke all the time. And then we still have episodes that are coming out. So the episodes will be talking about wireless, which wireless router to buy, Apple Watch, different ways to configure, different ways to put in replies, smart replies on your Apple Watch. So if you're always typing the same type of thing and you don't want to spell it out on the watch, you don't want to hold it and go, type it that way, you can have quick replies, that go through there, and you can pop that up and tap it. And then it's one quick reply. Like, I can personalize it and say, Jared, get off the computer. Just like that, and just tap it. And be good to go. And instead I have to type it out.
Or Jared, go to bed.
Yeah, things like that.
Yeah.
But then my favorite apps for the watch. So that'll be part of an episode, different fitness apps. We have a League of Legends. Will probably end up being our first one because Jared, a.k.a. Nerdicus, is working on that. And we're thinking that's probably going to go Monday. So you'll probably see an announcement for that. So again, like all those, to answer... for Andrea, cool back. Thank you, Andrea. Just for fun, if I find the stuff. I was telling Aaron that, one, we have a cool new set that we're finishing up. That's why I was running a little late today. But for fun with the app, I can change the color. And for Confluence episode, I probably should have went Confluence blue. Otherwise, we can go. Can't see the yellow very well right now because I'm washing it out a bit. Mm-hmm. We can go red. Like a
purple.
Sunset. I'm just making a whole sunset through my background here.
It's very cool.
I'm going to go back to my glitch green to give that that fun green flair. And then I have a problem with company tablet. Can you help? Bring it up for Tech Tuesday, and I'll do what I can on there. I will tell you with companies, it gets really, really hard in that there's certain things on there called MDM, mobile device management, that companies put down on there. So sometimes they only want outside techs doing so much help. But if it's something we can do without breaking any of their rules, or breaking their rules in a way that they didn't intend, then I will do what I can to help. And then I'm going to post this up there because I want people to go and click that link in the replay to go check out Wine Styles West Glen and check out the past virtual happy hours and pickup parties there. They are just a lot of fun. There's education that's been up there, so you can see the last education series. Like I said, there's the blind tasting one. So if you're in that area, if you're not in the area of a Wine Styles, or have one in there and can't open one up in the next half a week, still come out on the 13th. There's going to be the blind tasting, and there's going to be a lot of cool information there. So share that to your friends, pop them on. You never know when they'll be flying, to an area that has the Wine Styles and can pop in for another one. But really, the information you get in there is just good information and really good education. So 13th is a good time. Go check that out. May 13th.
6:30, I think.
6:30, yeah.
6:30 p.m.
But if you just go to their page, so I pop that up, you'll be able to go and check that out. You should be able to see them in the comments on this post. If you're on YouTube seeing this, pop over to Facebook, find the posting for today, and you will see that link to click it because I just don't have it ready in my in all my links. But someday. But really just wanted to say and really enjoyed having you guys out tonight. We're going to keep drinking our beer and wine.
We are. Might watch a movie with the kids, but yeah.
And finish up the set. Again, if you guys see me go live in the next day or two, or probably, likely tomorrow, for a second, it's me testing out the YouTube, Facebook link at the same time. So you'll just see me being goofy and trying to get stuff on there. Feel free to drop on if you'd like. Otherwise, just know when you see that, that's me playing around, and it's not going to stay out there. We'll probably delete unless I do something amazing, like my own pool balancing
your nose,
and juggling. Chainsaws, because I got to step it up.
Well, there you go. Yeah. But definitely join us or Brian for Tech Tuesday, or if you're interested in gaming or know someone who is, Jared would love to entertain you with his gaming show.
Well, it's just a part of my show.
Part of your show, but doing his gaming.
Yeah, he's doing an episode on gaming.
Yes, and I'm sure we'll have another happy hour next week sometime.
Yep.
Join us then. It's good to see you all.
And if you know someone who's interested, or by all means, please share out and bring them on. I'd love to answer the questions. I love to do what I can to help people with technology. It shouldn't be intimidating. Shouldn't be something to be scared of. Not everyone needs to be an expert in it. I'm not an expert in a lot of areas, so I'll go to the people that are. And, that's what we should do. Help one another. In this case, for me, it lets me play with my technology. That's what I like about doing these shows, is I get to play and learn new areas. So if you're out there interested in live broadcasting, I'm learning along with you, but I will be happy to share what I've learned and move on from there.
Yeah.
But definitely come join, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom that I know is on here. I should call her out specifically for that. And really enjoy having you guys all. And if there's a time and date that works better for some of these for you, feel free to drop that in a line too, or let me know. As things change in the landscape of all that's going on. Happy to adjust our schedules. Tech Tuesdays, if it makes sense to be Thursday instead, we'll move them to Thursdays. If it makes sense to do it at 8, 9 instead, that works better. My radio show, we used to have it on Sundays. So I can line them up and do a Tech Sunday and a happy hour after, a few hours later. So whatever works, let me know, and same thing, any part of it. We're just happy to go from there. So thanks again. We'll catch you guys soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.